Alright, welcome back to Trains and Planes, where we will talk about trains and planes. Alright, so I finished a painfully chaotic episode recently where I showed the construction of the layout knot. For those of you who are along with that, you saw me magically get everything measured up, kind of move some stuff around, and all of a sudden I've got this thing built. And I kind of showed from underneath how I did this, but it was just basically because I had so much I had to do. Okay, so we got a lot of track in. Well, a couple of pieces of track. I got the green mat. I need to get that cut tonight and set in place. I have another green mat, so that's going to go on the back table. I just want to make sure I have enough green mat and plenty left over. And just this one is off of my first ever train layout. I am not done with the scenery on this by any stretch of the imagination, but I want to use all these pieces just because I want to make sure I have enough track and etc. So I gotta sweep the floor in here. There's a lot of stuff on the floor. Okay, so I got the dwarf signal in. I tested that a little bit. I got this one, which is part of the engine house trains layout. I got this one wired up and it was working great, and then suddenly it's just staying on, and I've got it connected to this, which is my accessory pack. I'm going to be getting a lot of, probably about 6 or 7 more accessory packs. A lot of my straight track is going to end up being accessory activator tracks. So anyway, you can technically make your own accessory activator tracks. You just have to take a Dremel and make a gap in one of the, here I'll show you on this one. If you look, you'll see that there is a gap. Get close on that. There you go. So it's right there. It's hard for me to see on this sometimes because you can't see it, but I see it. I have a 3x3 grid on my GoPro. So there's that gap right there, and then probably what it is I've got a piece in here backwards. That's probably what it is. So I need to turn that around so that they're both facing the same way on the outside. So that's what the problem is. I need to turn this around so it's facing the opposite way. So usually put your gap on the outside rail. So I've run this several times. It's pretty good. I got a sticking problem, and I'm gonna I know I'm gonna move this one and probably end up putting I'll get these all numbered once I have all of my turnouts in place. So right now this one is just L, but it comes with, if you've never seen it, 1 through 6, and then if you turn this L upside down, it becomes a 7. So that's very clever on Lionel's part. Alright, so that's what's wrong with that, is I got to turn that accessory around. And then I'm going to need more because I want to get a bunch of these dwarf layouts in. And at some point in here, I'm probably going to get, wherever I've got houses and stuff, I'm going to put in the Williams. It used to be Lionel. It used to be Lionel Super Streets back during the K-Line era, I think it was. So 70s and 80s. The K-Line Super Streets. And Bachman bought them and called them Easy Streets. Sorry, it's 2 in the morning. It's my second night on nights, and usually I'm a little brain dead the second night. So some of the things I'm going to be doing tonight is I brought in some bracing, and I'm just going to take these out of my sun porch and kind of either cut them manually, because I do have a couple of saws in here. I can cut them really quickly manually, which I think I'll do that, or I could just break them, because I want to get some bracing to fix some areas. Like I mentioned on the last one, this one is just kind of suspended. It's not very good, and I need more bracing on this one. And then the big thing today is going to be to get these foam pieces and try and finally get this Winans hot wire foam cutter and I guess I could do an unboxing on this. So we'll do the unboxing on this. And I'll cut this one separate. Alright, so let's see. Linens. Hot wire foam cutter. I hate unboxings. I've mentioned that before. But a lot of you guys really like unboxings. So there you go. We'll do one. Alright, let's see. Instead of using a really nice knife or anything, I'm just going to use a box cutter. Oh, there's some high-tech stuff. So here we go. Cut. There. World's fastest unboxing. Ta-da! Okay, so it comes with, let's see, this is supposed to be all set in place over here, and that's supposed to be down. So that probably all got bumped around. So here is the one tip. Here's the other tip. Oh good, it already has the wire in place. So that way I can kind of look and see how it goes. See it. Focus. Alright, so it goes looped around there, down and looped around here. Alright, so this is what you want to use. And someone had just said that it's got the two little, got that in the center third mark. So you got a groove here and here, so you just would take it and put it like this and pop it down. And supposedly this thing gets hot after 5 seconds. That is wired up and ready to go. And then you would just take this, let's see, here's the stand. You plug this into the bottom and then into the wall. If only I had an outlet, right. Oh look, there's an outlet right there. Alright. And then I'll just put this right back. Alright, so I got some things I used to hold stuff down with. So there you go. This is ready to go. Supposedly this takes 5 seconds. It is not plugged in. I feel no heat there. So keep in mind that thin little wire is going to be very dangerous once it heats up. So this is something to be done when you are absolutely 100% sure you are wide awake, which I am not tonight. But I'm going to do this anyway because I need to get this done. So my biggest problems are I have a gap from here to here. I got a huge gap from this spot to the table. So I need to get all that done. I'll have to fold this all back, unplug a lot of this, and I want to move, I was talking about this earlier, I want to move this turnout to the back because what's happening is my train's pulling this sharp 036 curve and it gets to here and it's one of the wheels is apparently it's not riding here deep enough, but it's getting to here and somehow it's skipping and hitting there, and that is not what you want to happen because that's basically a short. So I don't know if it's just because the track is dirty or if it's just because it's hitting here on a curve. So I'm gonna undo this one, I think, and I'm gonna put this one, I'd always intended to put this one farther back. So this one's probably gonna go where that one is, right there. And I shouldn't have any problems with that. And I'll just take that one because I have to control that one by leaning way over and doing that. That's how I control that one, which is why I moved to these. So some of the plans I'm going to have for this, let me go ahead and set this thing down instead of making everyone motion sick. See? Ta-da! 10,000 train videos could be so improved by simply getting a GoPro and a tripod. I've got another tripod which is now way under this train layout. So I'm going to have to do some, I have a lot more bracing to do on this train layout. It is not done by any means. One of the things I got to do is I still got to finish the video tribute to Nikki. I seriously miss Nikki. It's been 2 weeks ago yesterday that we lost him. And I can't get Kimchi out here for some reason. Kimchi does not want to get up and get in here. Alright, so another thing that I had to do that I don't know if I mentioned on video yet is that if you remember, sorry about the motion, but I had, you know, all these screws, and then there was another one right there. So I've got a major project that's going to be where I have to go through here, and I'm going to have to, I might leave that there, I might take that down, we'll see. Probably going to take that wooden thing down, but we'll get there when we get there. So that's the next thing I'm going to do, is go ahead and take all those down. So I'm going to get out my little ladder and use my rigid screwdriver. Strongly recommend getting rigid screwdrivers. That's the first one. Is not. What in the world just happened? Last one. Not good enough flashlight. Alright, so let me try getting, just for a second there I was standing on my other on the section that I built, which is not designed to hold human weight, but apparently it works just fine. Okay, alright, was a Phillips head, not a spring. First things first, let's go ahead and get this thing disconnected. There we go. This one off, and we're good. Alright, this is right here. You'll see this is covered by the piece of, pull this back a little bit. There we go. This should have a piece of plastic covering it. I don't know what happened to that piece of plastic. I had it sitting in place and it got moved, so I don't know where. This is how it originally comes, and all you got to do is swap sides. Is you pull this up, pull this through, you take that piece of plastic out, you hook it under here and run it through, and that's how it works. Alright, so we are going to put this one right there. Alright, so what is this, 3, 4, I don't remember. Alright, you gotta get up here now, walk over there and switch that out. And maybe this will eliminate the problems I've had. I'm also going to have to get up here with a broom and clean off all of the little areas. There we go. Clean off this. I need to get a shop vac in here and vacuum all of that off. Alright. Makes me a little nervous being up here, even though I know the the bench can support my weight. It still makes you nervous. Alright, so we're going to remove that. Hot out here, so we're gonna undo you, set you over there, put you in place here. This should be a lot easier now. Again, I didn't design this. Alright, that's done. That's done. That's done. That's done. And then all I gotta do is run switch right to there for now. All right, now to get off this thing. Lionel really recommends. If Lionel really recommends, it's probably a good idea to do it. All right, so there we go. All right, there we go. It's just because I pushed the track, that's why. There we go. The need for really strong bench work becomes apparent to me at this very second. There we go. Almost fell and hurt myself so. Better. Okay, that was perfect. Nope. Did it again. The first wheel set picks the turnout, the second wheel set does not. Okay, it's going to take some work. All right, signing off.